This is Midnight in the Bay podcast. I'm your host, Alex Woody, your second favorite Woody, if you're a fella. Might be your first if you're a female. If you're my wife, maybe. I hope. Hey, but we're here, and I don't have the closet in the background anymore. I got a little background. It's called a blanket, right? Sometimes people have green screens, sometimes people have blankets. I got a backwards hat on because you'll see the guest here in a second, and you'll realize why I had to get a little urban.
Oh no.
um,
You got urban by putting on a backwards golf hat?
Tiger Woods, baby.
Yeah.
It's episode 167. My teacher said I
It's a
might
prime
have had a
number.
mental disorder. So they said the podcast wasn't going to happen. There's no way. At least that's what they said on YouTube. But look at me now. I'm still going. And I'm showing those people. That's what you got to do nowadays. And I get fired up. I'm getting you guys fired up. My grandma's so fired up. She's in the corner right now drinking uh, and smoking on my pot. But I've I've been hanging out with Mary Jane. Anyways, enough with the rambling. My guest is aka the kid of Milpitas, aka the great mall disciple, aka 420 Cardoza Park
Okay.
Messiah.
Wait.
It's Adam Close, guys. It's
All right,
Adam Close.
Alex, I gotta know. How do you know Cardoza Park?
I just know, baby. I know Milpitas.
Damn, I guess so. Dude, that's honestly the park around the corner from my house.
No, I looked it up on a map.
Dog, there's a lot of parks in Milpitas. That's literally the park I grew up playing at. I grew up playing at. Like that's where our little league was. That's where my basketball practices were on Wednesdays. I
Yeah.
guess my mom walks the dog there. But yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's me. 420
yeah.
Cardoza.
You're from Milpitas,
I sure
and
am.
I wanted to find out a little bit about Milpitas before I had you go on. So I just want to show you what I found here. I'm going to share the screen. Go to the internet. Immediately, it's a good sign when you type in a city and a bunch of police stuff is the first thing that
The
pops up.
blotter. Well, dog, that's because whenever they actually do defund the police, Milpitas police are gonna get hit hard, dude. It's all chargers and expeditions out there. Uh, is they got the highest police budget. You see that? You see that expedition right there in the picture?
Yeah, hey, that's hella nice. I want one of those.
You see our city hall right there that looks like
Yeah, what the
a tech millionaire's mansion.
bro? No, no, no.
That looks like Larry Ellison's pad.
That looks like an arena. That looks like we're like the Portland Chiefs play.
You want to know? You want to know how dumb it is? They
How's
built
that?
it. They built it, and it was like 40% over budget, and took like 2.5 years longer than it was supposed to take. And then when they were done, and everyone moved in, and they started using it, they were like, "Yeah, this office isn't big enough for
Yeah.
like the work that we have to get done here." So yeah, so they had to. Yeah,
So I scroll down. This is Google. I scroll down, and people who ask, okay, so what is Milpitas known for? Crossroads to Silicon Valley.
that's it.
Not interesting at all. How bad is Milpitas smell? They're best known for keeping a massive mall and a mysterious bad odor. The smell, which has been described as trash-like and sewage, plagues poor Milpidians for more than a decade. I was like, I think I've done enough research. You know what I mean? Eesh.
Yeah.
Now,
Well,
is that a polite way to say there's people that cook funky things because maybe they're not from
nah. You want to know what
around here?
happened? Here's what happened. So if you look at where Milpitas is on the map, it sits at like the southeastern most corner of the bay, like the actual bay, like the body of water of the bay. So like in the 80s when Milpitas was getting bigger, they needed a dump. And at the same time, like Santa Clara County was getting bigger, and they needed a water treatment facility and a dump. So the county allocated this huge swath of land right there on the shoreline for Milpitas to have a dump, Santa Clara County to have a dump. It's called the Alviso dump. And also the water treatment facility is right there. So all of the shit from Santa Clara County gets like dried out in beds right there. It's in Alviso, but the way it's situated on the shore of the bay is the breeze coming off of the bay just wafts that shit into Milpitas all day long.
So it's a pretty.
It is so when they describe it as trash and sanitation smell, that's exactly what it is. It's the wash from the dump and the sanitation. So like if you live if you live west of Milpitas Boulevard, you're gonna smell that shit all day long.
Yeah, here's my thing. I bet your family didn't have that many barbecues because no one's gonna show up.
Nah, dude, it's not even like that. Like you only smell it. Everyone only says it because 880 runs right by that part of town. So you always smell it when you're on 237 and 880 or at the mall. The mall is right over there. So everyone that comes to Milpitas smells it. But if you live in Milpitas, you don't probably live by the mall or live by 880. You live on the other side of town. So our barbecues were plush, man.
And Milpitas, it's like kind of urban too, right? It's like a little ghetto.
No, not really at all.
I thought you got shot a couple times and ran with a couple gangs and stuff.
There are gangs in Milpitas. It's not to say Milpitas isn't tough, but it's definitely not ghetto. Like there's not slums in Milpitas.
Right.
Like there's gangs, but like a lot of times it's like immigrant gangs, like it's Vietnamese gangs or like Mexican gangs or like Filipino gangs. But like Milpitas is only like 10% black. It's not a lot. It's like which is more for San Jose, I guess. It's a lot for San Jose, but
Can you tell me the craziest story about Milpitas? Tell me the craziest Milpitas. Right. I want to be thrilled. I was hanging out with my co-host Mary Jane. I want to be riveted.
All right. I got that story for you. Our sports were pretty good. Our sports were pretty good in Milpitas. The time I was there.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that guy. Pleasanton, we never heard about you guys.
Our football team won CCS the year after I graduated. We actually weren't very good my senior year, but we were always in the mix. It's a football school. They got a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
They're always sending guys. We were really good in basketball, and then our girls actually won CCS that year too. We didn't win CCS, but they won CCS that year. Okay. So the girls are in the state playoffs, and Napa High School comes to Milpitas to play in the state playoffs. And so it's like all like kids from Napa, like not a lot of ethnicity. And then they beat us in the game. And like we're rambunctious. Like I was drunk. I wasn't the only drunk person, but it was a rambunctious game. Like it was pretty lively. Like we were talking a lot of shit. Yeah. And then they beat us and they started talking shit back to us. And
this sounds like a very urban kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, well I kind of thought that's the story you were looking for. Yeah. So I was not involved whatsoever. And I'm not gonna say who was involved, but like they just in the parking lot just started a fight with all these guys. Anyone wearing a Letterman jacket from the other school, someone was starting a fight with. And that was pretty crazy. Like the craziest thing, like looking back at that specific brouhaha, was that there was no security whatsoever. Like nobody had ever gotten in a fight at a game where like people, you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's a regular thing for high school sports. For like maybe not for it to get that bad, but like for there to be like volatile feelings.
Hey, can you put your camera down? I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Am I moving it too much?
Yeah, you're moving a lot. I was like, oh my god. I felt like I was back at Six Flags. I was like, oh, Mom. Perfect.
But yeah, man,
perfect.
we
perfect.
We used to do a lot of stupid ass shit, man. We used
Hey,
to cut.
wait. Hold up. The fight. Were you in there? Did you throw some punches? Come on.
No, not a. Yeah, right, dude. I'm a huge pussy. So, so like,
Yeah,
nah.
me
But like,
too.
look.
Hey, me too. That's why we're friends.
Yeah, for real. Looking back, this is what I was doing. I had a little tiny truck, like a Mazda B 2300. Google that if you want. Uh, it's a little tiny. It's the smallest truck you've ever seen,
I
and
can picture it. Don't need
I
to be.
had some. I had some aftermarket speakers in it, so it had some slap. It had a little bit of Nakamichi, and I was playing. This is also 2005, 2006. So it's the hyphy movement. It's like the hyphy movement.
Oh
So
my god.
I'm playing Federation.
Hey, remember this
Hell
shit? Remember this shit? And the this
yeah.
shit.
Hey, if you Google past the fizz face, that's Milpitas. It's got like 92,000 views.
Wow.
If you put it on YouTube, if you look up past the fizz face, it's a bunch of kids from it's a bunch of kids I grew up with passing the fizz face around
Oh,
around the elementary around the English class.
yeah.
But no, so I was playing music hella loud while this fight was going on. And then the next Monday, I get called into the office and they're like, Adam, you want to tell me about the fight? And I was like, what fight? Like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't
You
know why. I don't know why you keep thinking I'm gonna tell on people.
they have like cameras of you.
Well, no.
You were playing music. Were you
Well,
holding the
no.
juke? Hey, were you holding the jukebox like John Cusack?
Well, no. It's
Come on, Adam,
it's
I need help. No, I
it's
play
funny
music.
because I was playing dumb, like I wasn't even there, right? And then the security guard goes, "So, Adam, you weren't standing on top of your truck dancing with the music blasted? Like, obviously, she saw me there. You know what I mean? Like yeah, yeah. I mean, I might have been there. It might, it might have been me. But no, Milpitas wasn't very urban, but like, uh, we had cow skate, so like, we had a roller rink, and roller rinks are by definition like a black thing.
Oh.
And so
Well, no,
like,
we had one. We had one.
well, no. I'm not saying
Oh, you
I'm
mean
not.
black people go to that?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's a black culture thing.
And you know this because your stepsisters are black.
They're
So,
my half sisters, but no, I know this because I worked at the roller rink for 2 years. So
oh.
every Friday and Saturday night, it would get thick in there.
Bro, I was
You know
trying
what
to
I
give you
mean?
some street cred, but yeah.
Oh, nah. They're my half sisters. We have different dads, same mom. But no, yeah. So the roller rink would get cracking, dude. Like to the point where like once or twice a month, the cops would have to come, and there was always. It's also during the hyphy movement, right? So it was like scrapers and stunner shades and all sorts of tall tees,
Oh yeah, they had the big glasses.
dude. With no lenses, remember?
I wear my sunglasses at night. So
Yep.
remember they redid that song? You
Remember they
moved
read
the
it every
camera.
song. That
I'm
one was
looking at your
I wear
daddy
my.
long legs up there.
Oh,
So it's during the hyphy movement. You're fucking chilling. You got some drink in you. You're getting crunk. Remember that was a term back then, getting crunk.
getting crunk? Yeah.
Remember Little
Hey,
John was big too. Little
hey,
okay.
did people drink at your school?
Oh my god. Hey, at the
Like
school
before class?
dances. Hey, at the school
No,
dance.
no, no. I don't mean of course in the school days. I mean like were kids pouring up in the parking lot before class?
After class.
All right.
We were athletes, you know.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So I
I was
wasn't
actually
really.
the water boy. I wasn't an athlete, but I was hanging out with the athletes.
I was never really drinking at school, but like after basketball season ended, I was smoking before school every
I didn't.
day.
I didn't really get into smoking until after like high school.
Dude, I didn't get into it until like directly after senior year basketball season ended. It was like, all right, it's May, time to fucking start buying dime bags.
Wow.
Yeah, right. With my cow skate money, with my roller rink money.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Did you have this in school? Did you have any nude photos get passed around?
Nah, but like better than that. Like I feel like
How's
check
that?
this. No, I got something better than that.
This is the creepy part of the podcast.
No.
Brought to you by two men.
No. This is good for feminism. Listen up. There was this dude. He's actually in the video I was just mentioning. This gentleman is actually in the video with 92,000 views I was just talking about. Right?
Wow.
So this guy was a known liar, right? Like
what? That's okay.
Like around town. It's a small town.
Yeah, right.
And
right.
There's
only shitty town.
There's only two. There's only 2 middle schools, and there's only 1 high school. So like everyone knows everyone. So like this dude was selling wolf tickets since like elementary school, right? And,
what are wolf tickets?
Like the boy who cried wolf.
Uh-huh.
Just a lie. A wolf ticket is just a lie.
Oh, I've never heard of the ticket part.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah.
It must be a Milpitas thing.
It's like a basketball thing, maybe.
I feel like a crazy uncle said that. Hey, a wolf ticket.
Yeah. We went to high school the same year, so it's like. But yeah. So okay. So this dude was a known liar. Like everyone knew that he would lie like habitually, right?
Uh-huh.
And so there was a big caravan, like a holiday road trip that people took to Tahoe. And I was supposed to go, but I got caught cutting school the day of a basketball game. And my parents found out. And so they didn't let me go on this trip. Right. So everyone comes back from this trip, like, oh, how was the trip? Everyone pretty much said it was kind of whack. Like they just kind of got too drunk and there was like some drama and shit, like boyfriend, girlfriend drama. But like nobody really said it was too hot, right?
Yeah.
But then I'm hanging out with a bunch of people and this dude, it's actually the weekend after. It's like after Friday, we're hanging out. It's like a pre-party. And this guy was like, oh, dude, we miss you. This guy from the video I was telling you about, the liar. He was like, oh, dude, we missed you up in Tahoe last weekend, man. I was like, oh yeah, I heard it was, whatever. And he was like, yeah, not for me. And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, yeah. So like, I'm gonna change their names because I'm just they're like I still know these people well, but like the 2 hottest chicks at our school were named like they were named like Michelle and Jeanette, right? And Michelle was like blonde, and they were just to this day at 32, 2 of the hottest chicks you've ever seen. Like they're hot. They were hot. They've been hot. Anyways,
yeah. Moving
right along. So like, he was like, yeah, no, it wasn't whack for me, man. And I was like, what do you mean? And he goes, oh man, I messed around with Michelle. And I was like, shut the fuck up, dude. No, you didn't. And he was like, nah, dude, for real. We were drinking. And I mean, you remember how we used to date back in middle school, right? Like, they had like that week-long thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. And he was like, yeah, man. So she just asked me if I wanted to go in the shower with her. Like we didn't have sex or anything, but we messed around in the shower. And I was like, oh damn, that's crazy, right? And like it was just plausible enough. You know what I mean? To like look past the fact that this guy was a liar, like it was Tahoe, it was a drunken thing. They didn't have sex, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, yeah, whatever, right? So the next week at school, this is senior year, and keep in mind, there's 3,000 fucking kids at my school, man. It's a big school. Like lunchtime is like a jungle. It's a lot of kids out there on the quad. And the popular girls sit like 40 yards from where we sat, right? And Michelle and a dozen of the popular girls, the whole volleyball team and softball team, start walking over to where we're sit. And they're like, hey, motherfucker, you been telling people that we messed around in the shower? And he's like, what? And by this time, it's no bullshit, 1,000 people around.
That's like bombing. Like, hey, that's like bombing and someone calling out your joke.
But except for that, like everyone in high school remembers this. Like we're 32 right now. Every time we see this dude, we're like, right?
He'll never outlive that. That's like the kid that
Dude,
like
he's like
shit
a
his
he's like a
pants.
small business owner and he's doing well for himself. You know what I mean? But it's like but yeah. So basically, she just read this guy the fucking riot act in front of the whole school. Like, you never fucking touched me. You're fat. You're disgusting. You're balding, dude. Like went in on like everything this dude is
Hey,
holding.
hey, hey, hey! You sound
Yeah.
like my wife.
No. Yeah.
Hey, and stop moving the camera so much. I'm really about to throw up on my penis.
I'm. I don't have any way to stop it.
Do you have something you can lean it against?
Yes.
Dude, I think oh my god. I feel like I'm doing a podcast with a model now. This is crazy. I definitely feel like I'm your dick looking up. Like, how are we doing today, sir? You're not gonna abuse me too much, are you today? Please. Is Trish home? I like to go in her instead of your rough hand. Hey, so yeah, that's funny. Everyone knows a liar. Everyone had the weird kid. You know what's crazy is that Mary Jane, it makes you like think about all this shit. It like opens up doors. You remember shit like you never think about. I can't hear you. Oh wait, hang on.
No. My bad. That was my fault. Hey, I was I was remembering as I was telling you that story.
Yeah.
That dude lived on my cul-de-sac, right?
Okay.
And
Love that.
and when we moved onto the court, one of the other neighbor kids was like, "Hey man, you know that kid over there? Dude, this is like 96, dude." The dude was like, "You know that kid over there?" I was like, "Yeah, what about him?" He's like, "That dude be lying." We were all 8 years old. He was like, "That dude right there, the other 8-year-old, liar." And
Yeah.
then it was that dude that got, dude, that's not even the craziest thing that happened to that dude in the quad. Um, he did have a hot girlfriend. This dude did have a hot girlfriend. And they had a real volatile relationship. For instance, that dude did a hate crime because that girl's best friend was a gay dude. And like he called him like the F word and like beat him up. Um,
Jesus Christ.
yeah,
This
dude.
place sounds like it smells like shit. They don't know why. There's crazy
We
fucking
do know why. I gave you a huge long.
motherfuckers and
I gave you a.
liars.
I gave you a long explanation as to why.
Dude, I looked on the map too. It's like the smallest piece of land. It's like they gave you guys this like leftover land. Like, this is the shittiest fucking
It's
area.
it's not though. That's the thing,
You
dude. Like
like it?
you'd be so lucky to live in Milpitas.
Is it dope?
Yeah, as long as you're east of as long as you're east of the of Milpitas Boulevard. Yeah, dude, it is hella dope. Like, I didn't like it growing up, but like, who does? Um
Hey,
like
so what? Real quick, I didn't even mention this. You're a comedian. That's how I know you. What What made you get into comedy again? I forget. Didn't you say you got raped or something? And you
No, I've always been
talk
funny,
about it?
man. I was actually thinking about this earlier today. I remember like a teacher was like gave me a detention, and then in the detention she was like, "Adam, what you said was really funny. Like, you could always make people laugh, but like, we got to learn here." And I was like, "Bitch, get off my dick." No, I didn't
Well,
say that. I
I
didn't say
I
that.
feel like if you did, you would definitely be living in an urban area,
No, I didn't talk to teachers like that. Um,
but you wanted to. I get it.
but like, nah, I think I've always been funny, man. I'm the youngest, and I play a lot of sports. I feel like everyone in sports is funny.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Some of the funniest motherfuckers were on the football team. Dude, I'll tell you a crazy story. High school, we're just, I guess we're going down memory lane. We both hung out with Indica and Sativa, and we're like going down that road. But when you eat the pasta there, we would go out to Stockton to play that stag, and they were horrible at football. They'd even put me in the game after, of course, the water boy. The water boy would go in and then me. That's how bad I was. And you know, the kid with the helmet, the handicapped kid would score, and then they put me in the game. You know what I mean? But
Dude,
anyways,
I can't believe that because like you played at Deanza, right?
No. I'm joking. I wasn't
You
that
couldn't.
bad,
I
but
was
I
gonna say
wasn't
you
a
could have been
starter. So
complete dog shit.
when we would play bad teams, everyone would get some yards. So, anyways, we whooped this team like 105 to like nothing. Like I just remember
Yeah.
seeing the kids standing there like I don't know what else to do. Like they couldn't stop us. Our quarterback ended up going to Utah and played wide receiver, and then transferred and played quarterback at Cal Poly. And then we had like just some studs on there. You know what I mean? And so, anyways. We're driving back. We're on the bus. I don't know what those buses, Sierra. What are they called? Sierra Tours. Remember? Did you take those?
The tour buses?
Yeah.
Nah, nah.
Anyway.
We had the regular yellow school buses.
Oh, you did go to an urban school, dude. Well, I mean, we were kind of rich. I wasn't rich, kid, but we must have been rich because we had these fucking tour buses. I mean, it had like Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers on the side. I mean, we were gigging, baby. But we're coming back. We whooped this poor team, right? They couldn't even afford cleats or anything. No, we whooped them, right? And the coaches were like a mom and like a dad who's all volunteers. That's how bad this team was. It wasn't even really a high school team, I don't think. It was us to warm up for the season. They weren't even in our league. Anyways, we're driving on fucking going back into Livermore. It's kind of windy, there's a lot of hills. And my buddy looks over and he sees this girl giving this guy Roadhead. And
Very, very nice.
and something like that is going to spread quickly amongst young men. Okay. And the word, it traveled faster than when the Declaration of Independence got signed, guy. It was, oh my God, hey, did you hear it? And I'm telling you, before you know it, all the kids are against the glass looking. Even the fucking coaches, bro. All the coaches, right? And the bus is tipping. I swear to God, the bus is tipping over. The driver's like, motherfucker, get back! Yeah,
That's
dude,
pretty
that's so
funny.
crazy. And when we got back, I was always funny, but I was funny because I do crazy things. And I was so hyped up from the Roadhead, you know what I mean? And everyone was excited about it. We're all joking. Can you believe that? Oh my God, I'm going to tell my cousins during Thanksgiving. So I'm like fired up too. So we get there. All the cheerleaders are in the front of the school and they're like waiting. They're like, I don't know what to do. And I just said, you know what? Fuck it. Look at those boys. And I pulled down my pants and fucking moon them. And they're banging on the fucking window. I bang all the cheerleaders. I bang the cheerleading bang tight.
I was gonna say, geez.
Fucking Mary Jane, I swear to God.
All right, dude. I was going to the wrong high school. They're like, oh my God, he mooned us. Let's have sex with him.
I was like 14, dude. It was freshman year of high school. And the cheerleading coach, I swear to God, she was like 400 pounds. And she was a PE teacher. I'm like, how is this possible? It's like I worked at a gym one time, dude, and there was a salesman. He couldn't sell any memberships. Can you guess why? He was 400 pounds. Like, no one's going to buy a membership for a 400-pound guy. Lose some weight, You're in the wrong industry. It's like if a small dick guy got in porn and he couldn't some guys can only come like once a day. You know what I mean? And he wouldn't last in the porn industry. So it's like that. You're meant for certain things. So I don't know where I was going with that. But anyways, crazy, dude. Crazy high school story.
I remember coming back from football games on the bus and dudes were just getting jumped back there.
Bro, Milpitas sounds fucking nuts. Jumped?
Oh yeah. Isn't that part of football? Didn't the seniors come into the locker room and beat the shit out of you guys?
Hey, is Milpitas in the Bronx? Hey, let me ask you, shoes hanging on telephone wires?
Yeah, that does happen. that is a feature. I can show you some of those. You want to hear something that happened at Deanza? Some fun shit that happened at Deanza?
Yeah. Oh, and just for the record, I played at Deanza just for a couple games because I was jealous of my friend who was like hooking up with chicks and drinking and going to parties and the fun he was having. I made no friends at Dean's. I had to commute in the shitty little car, and I'm like,
From Livermore?
no, from Pleasanton. And so I said, just fuck it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I quit and just ended up taking like a semester off and going and partying with this guy and these really cute chicks. I didn't hook up with one of them, but I partied.
That's unfortunate. So we played this game at College of the Siskiyous, which is in
Yes.
Weed, California.
Yes, dude. They would tackle me and call me the N-word. I swear. They were violent.
Hey, well, you'll like this. Check this out. We got some comeuppance for him for Deanza. Check this out. So it's up by Oregon, right? It's not close.
Right.
And basketball is played in the winter. So like we get up there, it's like a 7-hour car drive. And we get up there and it's fucking snow all over the ground. So that's weird. And so we're warming up.
It's what you were just doing with your mouth.
No, there was a fucking hair in my mouth. Sorry.
I thought you were like signing to your wife what you wanted to do after the podcast.
No, dude. There was a long yarn. Anyways, so we get up there and we're warming up. It's like 2 hours before the game, right? No bullshit. There's no one in the gym. Just us and the other team. There's 19 to 22-year-olds in the gym, right?
Okay.
No coaches, no refs, no fans, nobody.
I'm hard. Keep going.
Yeah. So we had this coach who was an idiot, and he would always tell us to warm up on both sides of the gym.
Okay.
He's a fucking idiot, dude. His name's Jason Billy. He's a fucking loser idiot. He's from Milpitas. He sucks.
I love how you changed the names of the other story, but this guy.
No, fuck this guy. Jason Billy. He's got a long face. He looks like the Scream Mask.
This is the only time you've looked at the camera with
So yes. So this dude used to be like, yes, if you're not a pussy, you warm up on both sides. Only pussies warm up on one side of the court. That's what he told us, right? That's what our coach in college told us. So we're warming up on both sides of the court, and the other team is like, obviously, like, yo, what are you doing? Go to your side. What the fuck are you doing?
Right.
So like, we would make a shot, and they would throw our ball back down to the other side, right? On some passive aggressive shit, right?
Yeah.
So I see the balls coming down. I'm actually on anyways. I go down to that side of the court and I make a shot and the dude throws the ball. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And he's like, go to your side of the court. I'm like, nah, we're warming up on both sides. And I like walk right up to the dude. I put my chest right in his face, right?
Oh, shit.
And he shoves me with two hands. And as soon as his fingertips are no longer touching my chest, my boy KJ knocks him out cold.
KJ's one of those friends you want to have that just reacts for you. You know what I mean? He
hold on. Let me tell you KJ. Let me tell you KJ's backstory. KJ went to Milpitas High my senior year. Check it out. KJ transferred from Dallas to Milpitas my senior year, and then went with me to Deanza the next year. So KJ, I don't want to name names, but remember the other fight I was telling you about?
Oh yeah.
KJ was involved in that one.
KJ wears a cowboy hat.
Dude, he's like a super handsome black dude. He definitely could pull it off. He's like 6'3", never lifted weights, 220, and I've seen him get in 25, 30 fights, and I've never seen him been punched.
That's a perfect friend to have around. That's like a bodyguard. That's like a bodyguard and a friend.
KJ was like, we're gonna go to Deanza. I was like, all right, Deanza it is. But no, so KJ knocks this dude out. And like, remember when I said earlier there was no one in the gym?
Yeah.
So after KJ punches this dude, it's just a melee. It's a 13-on-13 brawl, dude. And like, I don't want to sit here and act like I was doing something significant. I didn't do shit. Some guy ran at me. I threw an elbow at him. I missed, which is probably for the best because I would have. It was a serious elbow I threw. I tried to like catch him on some blindside shit. He was going to double team some other guy, and I tried to blindside him. and it ended up just being nothing. But
Hey,
like,
you are a pussy. I
yeah,
fight like that too.
yeah, I'm a pussy. Yeah, and so I threw no punches. My buddy Jeremy, I won't say his last name, but my buddy Jeremy, it was his first fight he had ever been in his whole life.
Yeah.
And he wrestled with the dude and threw him on the ground. And like I look over and the dude's on the ground, and I swear to God, Jeremy wound up to kick this dude in the head as hard as he could. Jeremy was this nice kid from Cupertino, never been in a fight. And so I'll tell you the rest, but like after, like on the way home, we were like, Jeremy.
Hey, wait. Jeremy was totally like, my mom's gonna kill me.
Yeah, dude. He's like, nobody tell, for real. He was like, nobody tell, because we played basketball with his dad at the rec center in Cupertino.
Yeah.
He was like, nobody tell my dad, for real. Nobody tell my dad.
Yeah, Jeremy's like one of those guys that does he
went
doesn't want to rebel, but he likes to hang out with kids that rebel.
Check it out.
I'll tell you what the tits are like, and I want to know what clitorises are.
I'll tell you what Jeremy was like. Jeremy had a girlfriend that he didn't like and wanted to break up with her, but had a trip to Spain and didn't want to break up with her before he went to Spain because it was going to look bad. So he stayed with her and went to Spain and like told like 17 girls in Spain, thanks, but no thanks. Yeah, I know.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait, is Jeremy the liar though too?
No, dude. Jeremy is like 6'5" with a six-pack and can windmill and is a handsome white guy.
Well, and that was that was the whole thing though. Like I had buddies tell me, you go over to Europe or like England and stuff with the American accent, and they're all over you. It doesn't matter what you look like. I remember trying to save up all my pennies and quarters.
They don't even have plumbing over there.
And my mom be like, "Where all this money come from?" I'm like, "I'm trying to go to England and get my wee seat."
Okay, so check it out. So the fight happens eventually, like coaches run out and break it up, right? Actually, the dude, nobody on our team got punched at all. At all, except for the coach, Jason Billy, that told us to fucking warm up on both sides.
And that was from his own team.
No, dude, he tried to break up the fight and ended up getting slugged up, dude. He had a bunch of knots on his head. So anyways, the other coach comes out, and our coach is this little beefhead, dude. He's a little meathead, little Buzz Lightyear looking juice box, little steroids guy, right?
Yeah.
And the other coach is like, "What the fuck?" And our coach gets in his face like, "I'll beat your ass too." So like, they agree to not say anything to the referees because there's no refs there. Like they'd have to report. Like, so they're like, "Fuck it, we'll just play the game. We'll just play the game."
Yeah.
Right? Because it's still like an hour and a half before the game starts, right?
Right.
So we go in the locker room, we chill, whatever. We come out. Their team is fucked up, dude. We won the fight. Like it wasn't even like they have busted lips, broken noses, black eyes. Like it was like we beat these guys. Looked like they got beat up. It was good. Like I'm because I didn't start, and so I'm sitting there waiting to sub in, and I'm watching the gameplay, and I'm like, dude, all of these guys are beat up, dude. Like they look bad. Like they look like they all got mugged.
Yeah.
And so we ended up falling behind like by 15 points and then like winning on a buzzer beater. Like, well, not a buzzer beater, but like 3 seconds, make a shot, they inbound, shoot the ball, they miss, we win. After they were up the whole game.
So you beat their ass in a game and in person.
Well, it was like a thrilling victory that would like come from behind, and like our coach was like, "Dude, we're not even showering. Get your shit. Let's get the fuck out of here before like something else happens." And then we did already. Dude, honestly, like I fucking hated playing basketball at De Anza, but that ride home was one of the best experiences of my life. Imagine being with 13 of your boys, right? You get in a fight with 13 of your peers. 13 of the same exact dudes from you, but 6 hours north. You beat the shit out of them. Then you win in a thrilling basketball game, and then you have to ride 6.5 hours back home on a little airport bus. Dude, and we had weed too. It was the best.
That sounds like a movie. That sounds majestic. That sounds.
dude, it was it was sick. Like it was a nice memory. Like one of the only
Yeah,
that I
yeah,
affiliate with Deanza basketball.
yeah. Hey,
Yeah, that shit
so
was wild.
how long did you go to Deanza for?
How long did I played 2 seasons there.
Oh shit. And
But
then
I
and then you went on and played for the Knicks, right? And then the
yeah,
Celtics?
yeah, no. No, and then I
Hey,
actually like actually on my the night of my last game, I got into a fight with my coach and then didn't talk to him for like 6 years. So like all of the like prospective places I could have gone and played at afterwards, I kind of just fucked off, you know?
Yeah. As he scarfs down whatever was in that bowl.
That was the last bite.
Bro, you need to do that on stage. Just end a story with the like just
Just eat a bowl of pasta on stage. Dude, I
yeah.
listen. Remember I told you I did all the jokes I ever wrote? Or all
Yeah,
the jokes
yeah.
I'm working on anyways?
Yeah. 48 minutes, right?
Yeah, dude. So I listened to it today and like,
Did you want to jump off a bridge?
yeah. Well, so like it's just Pam and Trisha in the audience.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah. So it was internet radio. So like it was supposed to be an
Oh.
open mic, but then nobody came. So Pam was like, "You can do as much time as you want." And I was like, "Dude, I just organized my notes. Can I do every single joke in like this file?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "Yeah, I don't give a shit." And so I did. And Trisha is the best. So she was sitting there laughing, you know. But like it's hard. It's hard to gauge. Like it's better to hear the jokes when you do them because you can tell if they're funny. You can hear if they're funny, but like it's hard to gauge if like they're actually good jokes.
That's why you need an audience.
Yeah, of course. Some of the hold on, there was one of them that I wrote recently that I thought worked really well. I can't remember it. Let me see. There was one that I just wrote and I remember doing it and I was like, oh shit. When I was listening to it today, I was like, oh, that one actually might be funny out of these 47 minutes.
All right, let's hear it.
Oh, I think billboards with no area codes. Like you put a billboard up there with your business and you don't put the area code for your phone number. So I guess I'll just never call you. Like
yeah, that's odd. You need it.
Do you have no context of how phones work? Like that I might be traveling from another place? You know, like is it did you simultaneously never use a phone but also own a business? Like
that guy was confused when he listened to that Ludacris song when it was like, I got hosed. I got hosed in different area codes. He's like, what the hell is an area code? Area.
Yeah. I'm
hey,
so
I
mad.
don't get what the billboard, I don't get. I saw this. I saw an Ohio billboard off the freeway in California. I'm like, is California so broke and greedy? Another state.
No, people in Ohio are so dumb. There's 40 million people in California. We'll just advertise out there. We'll get business eventually.
Crazy, dude. Yeah, I've been trying to work on new stuff. I was shocked that I did 34 minutes last night. That's the most I've ever done. But I added a lot to my jokes and kind of did improving with the audience.
Isn't it cool? Like when you
a lot,
I feel like, I mean, obviously it's hard to say because what was last time? What was last time? Like I had a show on Friday, but it was at Mutiny. It was performing to people on the sidewalk and stuff.
Right.
I mean, they were sitting down and it was
Milk
a show,
bar,
but
like Milk Bar.
Yeah, just like Milk Bar, but like, I mean, maybe a little less, but yeah, dude, I feel definitely comfortable in terms of like, all right, I have these jokes that I'm gonna do that I know work, right?
Right.
And so if I ever get out of it, it's like, okay, deep breath, reset. You know what I mean? Like change your cadence, change your posture, let the audience know that like, okay, that one didn't go well, but here's some more thing. And then fucking deliver it, you know, like
Well, and the whole thing too I'm learning is get rid of the ums and the this is what I want to talk about next. Just pause.
yeah,
You
yeah,
break the fourth wall when you say like, "Oh, this is what's next on my."
yeah.
You have to be acting like you're hanging out with these people, like you're at a
Well,
party. That's the way I treat it.
so
You know what I mean?
you got to do the thinking for them, right? So like, and when you do the thinking for them, when you're like when you're telling them a story, you're supposed to be narrating it for them. Am I moving it too much?
No, no, no. You're good.
Well, you're supposed to
Oh,
be narrating it to them, and like yeah, like
no, I
if
get what you mean. You got to
if
paint the picture, and
when someone else is thinking about a story or thinking about something that happened, they're not saying and then this and tip your waitress, like they're just thinking it. It's way fluid.
right, right. And this is
But
the whole thing. I don't know how often you write. Do you write all the time?
the way I write is
I can't see your mouth. I can't see your mouth. I
sorry,
guess.
I let my mind wander a lot while I drive because I drive so much.
Right. Oh,
And then
yeah.
and then while I'd be cracking myself up while I'm just thinking. Like, and so like I'll hear a funny lyric and I'll write a joke about that, or I'll see a billboard with no fucking area code. That's why I got so much stuff about like going to the bathroom in the car. You know what I mean? Like some of the
Yeah.
I write in the car a lot, and so I'll voice the text, the thought in the car.
Hey,
And
by the
then
way, that's impressive that you can poop in a cup.
no, hey, I think that one is really good, man.
There you go.
I think that one has just really. I think that's really solid. Like, that's gonna be one that like I think I can always use. Like.
Right. He has a joke about it. Audience that's not listening. Grandma. My grandma's the only one that listens to this. But yeah.
She's gonna send Jason Billy some hate mail.
We got listeners. Most of them are deaf though.
No, you know what is gonna happen? I'm gonna get famous, and then people are gonna like go back and be like, how people try to discover stuff? People will be like, oh,
yeah.
Adam Close was talking shit about Jason Billy. And then people are gonna look up who Jason Billy is and be like, damn, that dude does have a long ass face.
Yeah, they're gonna find Jason Billy in the river, and they're gonna be like, "Okay, who was talking shit about him?" Midnight, and then they get hell of views. I'm happy. You want
to know something crazy though? That dude Jason Billy is like one of the best basketball players from Milpitas High history. So like,
that meaning something.
Well, Milpitas has like my head coach has the second most head coaches in California history, or second most wins in high school state history in California. It's not a small thing. Like Milpitas has always had a good basketball program. Like they're always competitive. And so this dude is one of the best players, like one of the leading scorers of all time from my high school. And so when he got the job as an assistant at De Anza, I was like, oh hell yeah, cool. Milpitas' own son. This guy's gonna like look out for me and have my back. And he was just a piece of shit, dude. He's an alcoholic. He's hella bitter about life. Yeah, you're right. Like I'm not an alcoholic. Yeah, but and also in whatever, in my own offense, not defense, in my own offense, like I was drunk and high all the time. So like
you're
academically ineligible one year.
You're like Dennis Rodman saying everyone else was crazy.
Yeah.
You were an animal out there. You were just, oh yeah, this is fun. Hi, Jack Daniels. Oh yeah, and you're out there. Hey, come on. Oh, I bet you're just.
No, you know who I was? I was the dude.
The Jordans on.
Dude, I would drink the most at the party the night before.
Oh, animal.
Be up the latest, go to sleep the latest, smoke the most. And then the next day at practice, be first in all the sprints.
Oh my god!
Be first in all the fucking.
You're an animal.
Yeah, dude. I used to be a pretty serious athlete.
Are you sure those sisters are only half?
No, I mean, dude, it's it's crazy. I'm super athletic, but like, I am by far the least athletic fucking It's not even close. Like my oldest sister Kelly got 7th in the 100 hurdles in state her senior year.
Are we
And 20
about 7th place?
well, in California's a big state, you know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah. Oh,
She
I got you.
she won she
I
won
got you.
CCS, you know what I mean? She
I
won
thought you were talking
she
about
won league.
Milpitas. I thought you were just
No. She won league and then she won CCS and then she got 7th in state and then 23rd in nationals. She was All-American at Northridge. My middle sister was Northern California Defensive Player of the Year. Like in junior college, she was like got a soccer scholarship to San Jose State. Like my sisters are legitimate.
Wow.
Not me though. I got lots of technicals in rec league games.
Well, you know what? It seems like you like to go to the extreme, and we might have to do a part 2 about what happened later on.
Yeah, no, I feel like I was talking mostly about the fun stuff. Yeah, no, I
But that's fun.
definitely
We could stay fun. We got to wrap up here. I feel like we've gone
did. I need some more pasta.
right. What do you think we've? How long have we gone?
It says 53 minutes, but we bullshitted for a little bit in the beginning. 50 minutes, still pretty good.
Yeah, dude. Well, I appreciate you coming on the podcast, and that's great. You've been doing shows, and I can't wait to. I might go Thursday to Castro Valley. That open
Yeah,
mic.
I think I'm going to.
Yeah, I'm happy that things are opening up now. Anyways,
Open it up, Connor Lonsdale.
let me say one thing. This podcast is brought to you by Silver Tongue Audio. Silver Tongue Audio. Go there. You'll find my podcast. It's all you could go, dude. You could go.
No, I'm fine. I was checking my text message. No, tell them about Silver Audio. Tell them.
Silver Tongue Audio, you know what's cool about it is it's like free, bro. You can get free podcasts. You can get my episodes there, and then you can get this one podcast that's dope, Dazed and Disturbed. It's a guy who hangs out with Mary Jane and shines a little light on dark subjects, kind of a horror fun podcast. All free right there. No subscription, right? No credit card, just free. And then they got the NPC podcast, the non-player character podcast. It's a video game.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling
And
me
it's like
about that one.
professionals. It's like GameStop people, which now are kind of like a big deal. So go check that out at silvertongueaudio.org. That was Adam Close, my guest, comedian. What's your Instagram?
Adam from Genesis, all one word.
Adam from Genesis. He is Adam from Genesis, so you better be nice to him on there. My name is Alex Woody. You can find me on _Alex Woody Comedy on the Instagram. I will be posting a comedy clip for my first headlining gig I did last night. That's been the show. Enjoy, Adam. I will catch you on the other side.
Later, man.